A bee with a little radar transponder on it, which means that we can track this bee as it flies around the field.
When a radar beam hits this transponder, it bounces back a return signal that can be detected by a receiver dish. Less than 10% of the bee's body weight is simple and harmless to put on and take off.
And these little guys can carry 90% of their body weight in pollen, so it won't affect the way it flies.
UFOs. What are they? Noah's days were advanced. They were much more advanced than now. And this technology that has been used to portray
will not share where this information originated from, that these tungsten discs are in fact the remnants of several alien craft which crashed in the area during a, quote, event. We had already found about a dozen of these discs. Most of them had a diameter of around 1 meter. At Kuzbas, we uncovered a disc-shaped object with a diameter of nearly 2 meters. But this new disc is a unique and impressive find, a member of the team said. The shape of the 4-meter disc is extremely similar to that of our modern-day interpretations of UFOs, and it has clearly given UFO hunters a lot to talk about. It is, as yet, unknown what is within these strange discs of metal.
This is human tech that was used in Noah's days to carry and lift. They could project that same anti-static.
And I said, well, what did bumblebees do? And they said, well, they levitate. And I said, well, how's that? And he says, come on, I'll show you. The book is called Tomorrow's Energy Need Not Be Fuel. And in that book, he gave reference to what I'm talking about, that, that of levitation, that the bumblebee, when he starts to beat his wings, when he starts to flap his wings, there's a little cavity, a hollow cavity next to the larynx inside his system that's hollow. And when he beats his wings, he starts to resonate this energy, and it goes back and forth, just similar to a guitar strumming on one side of the room and hitting the same chord on the other side of the room, or somebody hitting a high C and breaking a crystal. It's the same thing, it's resonance. And he said what they do, they resonate. And when they resonate, they eventually reach the resonance of the field around them. And he explained it this way to me, that the earth was, of course, spinning, but it was operating on a frequency of 8.5 hertz per second or so forth. And he says once this bumblebee hits that resonant frequency of its surroundings, it becomes a free agent. It creates a magnetic bubble around itself, and it can go anywhere it wants.
In how these crafts fly and using the knowledge from the bee. So whether you believe me or not, hey, time will tell. But they're not spacecrafts. They use the bee and the beetle.
And now all we need is some radar.
Radar beam sweeps out across the meadow and beyond. First of all, the bees are flying much faster than predicted, an incredible 30 miles an hour, even when fully laden. In spite of 30-mile-an-hour crosswinds, whether out or back, they all fly in dead straight lines.
The newly found disc has been transported to the Zernovsky Museum, where scientists are studying it in an attempt to establish its age and the exact composition of the materials within. Although they clearly reject the possibility of it being an alien craft, they themselves do not know exactly what these discs are, where they came from, how they came into being, or indeed what may lay inside. Earlier this year, another mysterious tungsten-coated disc was discovered in Russia by a mining company near the city of Belovo. The mysterious 1.2-meter disc was located at a depth of 40 meters within the mine, strongly suggesting that it is very ancient. Archaeologists performed several tests and reluctantly concluded object was somehow made by man in the very distant past, though they severely lacked any explanation as to how that was even possible.